Tedsters, welcome back to Red Ted Art. If you're a fan of craft and you're a fan of Red Ted Art, you are one of my crafty Tedsters. Anyway, I'm digressing. Can you guess who we've got today? Yes, it's Dory from Finding Nemo, and guess what? She is a bookmark. Now, I haven't seen the film yet. Have you? What was it like? Shall I go and see it? When shall I go and see it? Anyway, we've got Dory here today. My lovely friend Natasha, over there and down below, is doing some Finding Dory Nemo nails. So do check out those nails too. I'll link them in the iCards and down below. But in the meantime, we've got Dory, and I have a Nemo coming too. But in order for you to see Nemo, you must subscribe so you don't miss out. Right, enough waffling, almost a minute gone already. Let's make Dory. So you will need a blue piece of paper, you will need a little bit of yellow paper and a tiny bit of white scrap paper. Now normally when I make my bookmarks, I fold my big A4 piece of paper in half so I can make two out of each sheet of paper, but I want Dory to be big because when I'm going to make my Nemo, I want Nemo to be a bit smaller. So in order to make my Dory big, I'm going to fold this over like this to make a nice big square of paper rather than a medium-sized square. Don't drop the print stick, I need that. Because I want her to be a little bit bigger than Nemo, basically. I distracted myself there with dropping my Pritt stick. So I've got my triangle. Oh, and by the way, you need the Pritt stick and you also need some pens. So I've got my triangle, as always. I'm going to bring up this corner. And then I'm going to bring up this corner to create a straight line down the middle, like so. Then I'm going to open it up. I'm going to fold one of the two flaps down, and I'm going to tuck this in, and then I'm going to tuck this in like so, and we have our very basic bookmark. Now to turn this into Nemo, we need to shape it a little bit. To be honest, as always, I'm kind of like winging it. It does help a little bit if you use a pencil just to put some marks in place. But first, I want to put the mouth in. So to put the mouth, I'm going to snip in about, I don't know, is that 1.5 centimeters? And then put a nice smile. So that's like a semi, quarter of a circle there. And cut that off quite neatly. Then I obviously need to shape the front of her nose because her nose isn't that pointy, like so. Actually, maybe I'll do a little bit deeper. See, it's all kind of experimenting, and that's the great thing about crafts. You just have a go and see where it takes you. So now I've got this shape, which is the face. Now I want to shape the bottom bit and the top bit. So I'm essentially, if you imagine a circle, just cutting around the bottom and then cutting around the top. If it helps you, you can get a pencil and cut out a basic shape. Not cut out, but sort of draw out a basic shape just to make you feel a bit more confident. But to be honest, you should be able to do it freehand. So I'm just going to check. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave that pointy bit. In fact, I'm going to just leave that full stop. Now I might just cut this up a little bit like so. I don't know, it just feels like this should have a bit more of a little edge, but you saw I just cut it out some edges. Now keep this, I'm going to use that little bit in a minute. Then I'm going to get my Pritt stick, because I've cut out quite a lot. Like with the emoji bookmarks that you guys have probably seen, you do need a bit of glue just to make sure this doesn't all fall apart again. So I'm just going to secure it now and glue it into place, like so. And secure this bit and glue it into place. There we go. Basic shape. I'm going to use the Pritt stick again in a minute. Now I'm going to get some yellow and cut a little bit of a Dory tail. Like I say, keep all these little bits in case you've got a use for them. Actually, I like this one, but I decided I wanted to have it a little bit longer this time, because I'm kind of making this up as I go along. And, I make one Dory and then I go, oh, actually, maybe I could have changed that a little bit. And then I make another one. I think I prefer the slightly longer and thinner one. And then I'm going to cut this into kind of like a triangle, like so. if you haven't got the scrap pieces left over, just cut a little bit of blue out. Now I'm going to cut some yellow and again a straight line. And then I'm going to trim it down in a minute. Let me just stick that on first. Making the second fin. Like so. Lift it. And also I think I might stick this dory fin a bit further up. Right, so I'm ready to stick those down. There we go. Yeah. Now I just need the eye. So now the dory eye is kind of like a penny-sized circle. And I kind of shaped it a little bit. I decided it needed like a slightly pointy bit at the front and a slightly pointy bit at the back. But to be honest, a circle will be fine as well. There we go, we'll glue that in place as well. About there. It's not an exact science, as you can tell. This dory will look slightly different to the other dory, but that's okay. Nice big eye in purple, little black eye. There we go. So this is your basic fish shape. Now I'm just going to take this piece of paper here and place it underneath because my black pen always goes through the paper. And if I have something underneath, it will kind of protect my surface. And now I just need to sort of create this dory shape. So the first thing is you've got the fin at the top. So I'm just going to give it a little black outline, like so. Then I'm going to give it like so. And I'm going to take this line all the way up and take it all the way here. And also round the bottom of the fin. Then I've got an eye line, so I go over the top and then round. So this is slightly different to the other one. And then I want to come, so I've got like an M round, and then I've got a wave here. And then you kind of get a little teardrop. And that's, you've got your basic dories. And now you just have to colour it in, to be honest. So of course this is a little bit boring to watch. And like I said, I've got Finding Nemo coming. Make sure you subscribe, tell all your friends. I so want to get to the 100,000 subscribers. The question is, when will we do it? Now my kids, when we draw, sometimes get a bit frustrated because they want it to be perfect. You've got to remember, it's not always about perfect. You can just make several ones, have another go. Also, often once you've finished it, it looks better than you thought it would. So just keep calm, carry on, practice drawing. Of course, it's easy for me. I've done lots and lots and lots of crafts for a very long time, and you will find it easy too with practice. I know you will. I love my Tedsters. You guys are such amazing viewers. Tedsters are the best. Okay, so I've got my black. Here you might want to just put a little bit underneath. And then you just add the little details, which is like little fin marks. Like so. Then here I'm going to add a black line, just to give it a bit more detail. And then some black lines running that way. And the same here. And there, whoopsie, you almost have your Finding Dory bookmark done. I'm just going to do one last little thing, which is I'm going to put a little wiggle in here. There you go. And Dory is finished. Now let's see what it looks like when you put it in a book. Got my ideas book here. Let's see. There she is. Isn't she adorable? Peeking out of your book. And there she is when she comes out. Now, like I said, don't forget to visit my lovely friend Natasha Lee. Check out her Finding Dory nails. Come back for some Nemo if you want to see him. And yes, subscribe to the channel. See you here again soon. Bye.